Okay, so I thought it'd be really good if in our services each week during the lockdown that we heard from some of the people who are part of our church who are in frontline roles. And actually, when you think about it, we've actually got a lot of people who are in different frontline roles. So we will be hearing from a different person each week just to find out what it's like for them. And the first person we have today is Mike Werrell. So welcome to you, Mike. It's
Hello.
great to have you here. I think lots of people would know you from the things you do in church, but maybe they don't know what you do in the rest of the time. So first of all, can you just tell everyone what your job is and what you normally enjoy about it in normal times?
I am a bus driver. I drive for sort of London buses out of Uxbridge. And yeah, what do I normally enjoy?
Which routes, if people go on the buses, which routes might they normally see you on?
I'm on the rota for driving the 222. So I drive past church at least 6 times a day, which is quite nice, especially on a Sunday. Sometimes I can hear you guys.
What do you normally enjoy about doing this job?
What I normally enjoy is actually I quite enjoy watching the world go by. I'm outside, but I'm not outside, so I'm not getting wet if it's raining. It's quite fun watching the world go by and sort of helping. The bit I sort of enjoy the most about it is I'm actually a part of everyone's day. So normally I'm taking people to and from work, I'm taking kids to and from school, and I'm helping people go to the shops, which is quite fun.
That's great. So, so tell us, how has life at work and in fact at home as well changed for you over the last few weeks?
So at work, shifts have changed a lot because the TfL reduced the service because of the lockdown. So like I said, I normally drive the 222, but to help with where some drivers have furlonged or are self-isolating, I've been driving a few other routes here and there. There's obviously a dramatic drop in the amount of passengers I'm taking around, which is quite good. And at home, well, not much has changed too much, except for that Heather and Alfred are at home, and obviously we've had to cancel a lot of our plans.
Yeah. And how is it at home? Because I think you live in a flat, don't you? How is that for you as a family?
Trying to get some quiet time can be a bit difficult, but we're quite lucky. We've got an allotment in Porter's Way, so if we need to get away for a little bit, we can go there and do bits and bobs, which is what I've been doing. What's been most difficult at the moment has been not going out and seeing friends and family, especially as Alfred's grandparents live around the corner, Stuart and Judith. So it's been quite hard not being able to go out and see them. My family live all the way out in Oxford, so I haven't been able to go see them. And definitely at home for me, what's been the hardest, I've missed out on a month's worth of trains. All my hobbies would have reopened over Easter and they're all closed.
That's pretty hard, isn't it? It's been difficult work-wise at the moment.
So at work, to be honest, not much. There's a small amount of carry. Obviously, there's been some of the changes, sort of like in changing of shifts, swapping around of routes. I've had to be more flexible with when I'm available, as well as sort of finding out maybe because I'm on the rota for the 222, I technically know what I'm working until sort of Kingdom Come. But because of this, sometimes I get a message from allocation saying, do you mind if we change your duty in a couple of days' time and we'll get you driving a different route, or we'll have you starting at a different time and things like that, which is live withable, but does make sort of predicting my week to week a bit more difficult.
And I wonder if there have been aspects of life at the moment that actually you've liked either with work or at home.
Yeah, there's quite a few actually. At work, the lack of traffic. This week I've been doing a shift which would have had me driving around in rush hour. And for anyone who knows the Jolly Wagner roundabout on the 222, I can spend 4 or 5 minutes sat in traffic waiting to get across the roundabout. And all this week I've just been sailing straight across it, which has been quite nice. Some of the questions I get from the passengers don't happen at the moment because passengers are all getting through the middle door. I once asked if I'd take someone to Knightsbridge on my bus. I had to point out to them that I'm not a taxi. That was quite fun. So not having those questions is kind of fun. At home, it's very much having Heather and Alfred around. Because Heather works for a store as well, and she works sort of more normal office hours, we normally just pass each other most week to weeks. We'll see each other in the morning, or we'll see each other for a little bit in the evening. So knowing they're both here all the time is quite nice. Having Alfred around, so me and him have been playing lots of games. I've got him into Meccano, since the lockdown, which might end up being yet more things crowding up the flat. So and becoming a teacher as well, because that was something I looked at becoming as a career when I was younger. So I've been teaching Alfred history because they're studying the Victorians, which I might know a thing or two about.
So there are some positives. Incidentally, as you were mentioning, Heather, we're recording this on Thursday, and it's a bit of a special day today. What day is it today?
It's our 9th wedding anniversary.
Well, many congratulations on your 9th wedding anniversary. I remember the day well. A wonderful wedding. So congratulations to you and Heather.
Hot, wasn't it?
It was. The other thing I want to ask about is the clap for carers thing, which happens on a Thursday evening, has sort of expanded into a clap for everyone who's on the front line. And I do happen to know that you've been out driving a bus on a Thursday night because you happened to drive past church as we were there. So what's it like for you when the clap for carers happens, and what does that mean to you?
As you said, I've driven around a few times since this has all happened. It's really nice. It's a bit unusual, sort of driving around and suddenly everyone starts clapping, which then you just have to suddenly remember what it is. Sort of the sense of community and the celebration for those that are giving their time and experience to help those that are in need is really nice. It's been quite moving as well, in that we don't normally have many people saying thank you to bus drivers these days. And a little while ago I was driving the 331, which, if people know, goes out from Uxbridge through Denham and Harefield, and a lot of the people on that route don't drive anymore. They're elderly, and there's been lots of signs put up on bus stops. We've had a couple appear in the garage of people just saying thank you. They seem to have really realised actually how essential that bus trip is. It's really nice. Like when I parked up outside church the other day, when it happened, it was really nice seeing everyone, and your family were very loud in saying thank you to bus drivers.
We're very loud. I'm very excited to see that you were outside. So I want to encourage everyone watching this to join in with the Clap for Carers every Thursday night at 8 o'clock. Please do that. And the last thing I wanted to ask is, are there things that we can pray for people like you in your sort of role?
It's kind of hard not to think of anyone that shouldn't be prayed for at the moment, obviously. But for people in my role, I suppose it's for us to stay calm, because it's a bit scary at times driving around, especially as there have unfortunately been some losses in TfL with just us trying to do our jobs. So I suppose it's mainly that. And that our managers are able to keep doing their job, keeping us safe, especially the engineering teams. They're busy trying to make sure the buses stay out on the road. yeah, it's sort of all of us sort of working together and helping keep everyone moving about that need to get about. I suppose also there's a slight pray that people listen to what is being told of staying at home and only travel if you really need to.
Sure. Okay, well, look, thank you very much for agreeing to be the first one doing these Frontline Stories interviews. It's been great. Thank you to you and to everyone else who's working on the transport system at the moment, because it's such an important role at all times, but particularly now. And I know people have put themselves at risk by doing that. And I want to encourage everyone to carry on praying for you and all your other staff at TfL. So, Michael, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Richard. Thank you.